Hey guys, Jeff here. Going in for my first chemotherapy appointment this morning. Got to admit I'm a little nervous. Don't know what to think. But hey, I'll report back later and wish me luck while I go kick cancer's ass. Hey guys, Jeff here. So I had my first round of chemotherapy today, and sorry, still trying to swallow is very painful, hard to drink and eat, but just a couple thoughts to get started here. When I entered the hospital in mid-January for the diverticulitis and abscess and all of that, I weighed in right before that at 220 pounds. I got up this morning and weighed myself before I went to the doctor and was at 186. So great weight loss program, I guess. Woo-hoo-hoo. They told me I'd be able to work most likely through my chemo, that the big problem would be nausea, possible vomiting. So I went and had my chemotherapy, got there at 8 o'clock this morning. They gave me a handful of pills, which was some kind of heavy duty Tylenol and a handful of prednisone. And they waited for that to kick in. And then the doctor, or the nurse, I should say, came in over the course of the next couple hours. And I received one injection in the lower left part of my belly. It was, I'd say kind of your normal size injection. And then a half hour later came back and gave me an injection with a tube that had a needle on the end of it and a great big syringe that about the size of a damn turkey baster. It was crazy. And they have to push each of these very slowly, so it probably took her about 5 minutes to inject the full amount. I had to wait there for them to make sure I didn't have any reactions, then they sent me home. I was expecting, to be able to go back to work. I also had a quick doctor's appointment this afternoon, but I never made either. I came home, and I'm going to be honest and talk about things the way they really are. After having nothing but consistent constipation over the last, month or month and a half from the pain meds, let's just say I blew it out. I'm not sure if that was a result of the chemotherapy or the one single dried apricot that I ate yesterday evening, hoping for a little relief from the fiber. I promised I would make all these videos real, and sorry if that's a little TMI, but people, if they end up going through this, kind of need to know what to expect, because to me, not knowing what to expect is tougher than even a late night health chart update with bad news. That's where my anxiety comes from, is just not knowing. So there you go. But I laid down for just a second and wasn't really feeling great, and I woke up hours and hours later. So I got home about 11:30, and a few minutes later was in bed. I woke up somewhere around 2:30, and was like brain awake. But you ever have one of those things where you're awake and you just can't move? You can't open your eyes, you can't move your arms or legs. That's where I was at for probably more than a half hour or an hour. And yeah, it was very strange, very exhausted. Yesterday or Saturday night and into Sunday, I slept about 16 hours before all of this. And my daughter came over and took me over to Nino's Salvaggio's for some groceries. A very quick run, and I was so wiped out by the end of it. while she checked out, I gave her my card and went and got into the car and just laid back the seat. Experiencing a lot of really severe fatigue. I don't know if that's a hangover from the radiation that ended last week, or if that's, all new. The sore throat feels a little bit better today than it did, but it's still extremely hard to swallow. I've had some bad sore throats in life, but if you can imagine the worst one you've had and then multiply it by about 10, that's what it's like. Even just trying to swallow your own spit is a challenge and painful. Anyway, that was day one of chemo's experience. And I'm up and moving around now. I don't know, it's about 4 something, almost 5 o'clock, I would guess. Gonna try to move around a little bit and walk and get something to eat. Get some body movement going. They told me one of the possible side effects of the chemo drugs could be blood clots, pulmonary embolisms, strokes, heart attacks, and stuff like that. So it's important not to lay around all the time, even though that's all I feel like doing. I'm gonna try to walk my stairs up and down a few times, see if I can get some motion going, maybe do a few stretches on my yoga mat if I'm able to. My back is still absolutely killing me. But the appointments with the orthopedic surgeon are kind of put off so I can deal with the cancer first. I kind of have to arrange the health priorities, it looks like. But, if you want to get a look, the shirt was fitting tight, a month ago. Now, let me stretch it out a little bit so you can see maybe a little better. Now it's falling off me like a sheet, So I don't know if I'd consider that a good thing or not. Maybe I need to update the wardrobe, but we'll see how things go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Appreciate all the support. And cheer me on while I kick cancer's ass. Hey guys, Jeff here. Voice is doing a little better. Throat seems to be on the downslope of being sore. Still sucks to swallow, but this is still day one after chemo. Spent most of the day in bed, exhausted and sleeping, but I gotta say I'm super happy that the side effects of nausea and vomiting have not taken place. That is a huge win to me. There's one thing I can't stand. It's being nauseated. Ugh. Got up and walked a little bit. One of the big side effects with the cancer drugs they warned me about was the opportunity for pulmonary embolisms, heart attacks, strokes, and blood clots. So I have tried to get up and walk. I'm actually going to go out. It's dark outside now, but I'm going to get on my duds and warm clothes and at least try to go take a walk around the neighborhood, and then come back maybe and get back in bed. But actually, besides the complete fatigue and wanting to do nothing but sleep, I don't feel too damn bad after the first day of chemo. So that's something to be grateful for. Just thought I'd give that update. And this is probably going to be the last thing I post along with the first day. I'll walk you through all those coming, next. And you know what? I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for your support and words of encouragement. And, if you're dealing with cancer, your experiences may be different in a lot of ways, but if you don't know what to expect, I hope you're taking something away from all that I'm going through. And thank you, and keep wishing me luck as I kick cancer's ass.